Hey, everybody. I'm Frankie Valentine.
I'm Sarah Billiot.
And Patrick has sadly moved on to do some work. And we'll be back next week. And this is the Workshop Podcast. Hey!
Hey, welcome back.
How you doing?
Mm.
I hate Wendy Williams. Can I just like I fully believe that that saying online, like, queens are only queens when they straighten another queen's crown. But I really hope she just gives up. Like, not at life. I don't wish her ill will. I just wish she'd be quiet.
Yeah, she kind of needs to be.
Like, they should take away her talk show and give her the very first quiet show where she just sits there and the whole time. Like,
I mean, she does that on her talk show anyway, so.
yeah. Yeah. Like, come on, girlfriend. Get it together.
Yeah.
Like, love you, Wendy, but shut the fuck up. As if Wendy Williams is ever gonna hear this. I'm also still old croaky old crow woman from last week.
You're not as bad.
No, like, I can yell at the kids now. We had a soccer game tonight.
That's probably why you're a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
crook.
I did a lot of yelling because the other team had some 400-pounders and they knocked my girls all over that field.
Oh, no.
At one point, number 12 was over here, and then she was over there. I was like, oh no.
Dang.
But it's okay. They had fun, and that's what all that matters.
I assume y'all lost.
Oh, miserably. That's why I'm home so early. Oh yeah, we were mercy ruled, but that's okay. We were cute. The uniforms
That's
are
all that
fairly
matters.
new. Yeah, the uniforms are only 3 years old. It's fine. We've lost all the black socks, so our captains had to wear white socks, so it looked uniform. But other than that, we did fine. We don't have a lot of girls on our team, so when we play other teams, about 10 minutes into the game, they just sub out the entirety of their team, and we don't have any subs. So
Hmm.
while they're fresh off the bench, newly stretched, nice and warmed up, my girls are running for their lives. So
Yeah, and they get all exhausted. That
yeah,
sucks.
yeah, but they're trying, dear little hearts. They're the ones that show up. They're the ones that matter.
Yeah.
Anywho, how was your week?
You know, it's
Speaking of
I'm
people,
not gonna put it all out here. I
no,
don't
but
want to
speaking of
shit
people who need to
talk.
shut the fuck up.
Yeah. There's a few people that should listen to this and take your advice.
Yes, yes.
Maybe I'll
That,
play it at a specific location tomorrow very loudly.
have you guys heard this? Shut the fuck up. Why, yes, I did do musical theater that one time in college. How did you know?
How was your week?
Oh gosh, it was decent. I went all the way to Sam's this weekend, put $300 worth of shit in the buggy, went to check out, only to find out that the credit card company lowered my uh
Limit?
limit. It was
Ugh.
$1,000. They lowered it to $650, and I only had $150 of spendable cash. And I was like, well, I'm just going to put all this shit back. I'm going to pay this credit card off. I'm going to close it. And I'm no longer going to be a member of Sam's Club because that was fucking humiliating. Like, they got people all over buying shit, and it looks like I don't pay my bills. But my bills get paid before I do a damn thing. You know, that pisses me off. I present myself a certain way. I'm hardworking. I do what I gotta do. I'm
Mhm.
not like, oh, I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a light bulb today. Like, I do what I gotta get done. And that just made me look like an idiot who didn't pay the bill. When I paid $78 on my bill 3 days before.
thought you were gonna say that you paid off the car.
No, I have not paid it off yet because I'm strapped right now because I got sick before Christmas and missed 3 days. I didn't have to miss. Did you know that they dock teachers $300 a day they miss outside of their 10 sick days?
I have heard that, and that is bananas.
Yeah. I have to work 180 days a year. I'm only allowed to miss 10 of them.
That's insane.
I got
That
strep throat for the second time in a month.
that's crazy considering,
Yeah.
like, I understand that teachers only work, quote unquote, work whenever the
Hmm.
kids are in school and a few days when they're not. But during the summer, it's not like y'all get to just fuck
Mm,
off, you know? Like, you're
right.
preparing for the next school year.
We're lesson
So,
planning, we're decorating
yeah.
classrooms. If you're a coach, you're planning summer camps.
Yeah.
If you're a principal or a member of the ILT team, you have to go to Teacher Leader Summit, which granted one night there is a big fun like party or whatever, but the rest of it you're going to meetings, you're making presentations, you're doing homework. And then on
Yeah.
top of all that, we got the district walking around coming in every 5 minutes going, why did you do this? Did you do this? Why didn't you do this? Well, how about this? Why isn't this over here? Why isn't that over there? You know? Which granted our district team this year is really good. Our admin team this year is really good. I can't praise my admin team enough this year. I'm really
Good.
excited. Like I'm going to say it out loud in public. I got my advisor, my student number, my PIN number. I won't have my Moodle or my email address until August 1st, but I am going to LSUS online because I want to be a principal. I'm
Ah, I'm
going
so
to be a
excited
principal.
for you.
I'm going to get my master's in teacher leadership.
That's so
So,
exciting.
yes,
That's
yes,
so
I'm very
exciting.
excited because I have a master's. I have an MFA, but it is the wrong master's.
Mhm.
And there is alternative programming to get my certification to be a principal, but like if you go through ACE, the American College of Education, some of it might not it's a general overview. Some of it that you need to graduate them might not be needed in your state,
Yep.
but you still have to do it. And then things you might need for your specific state, you have to go somewhere else and get that.
Yep.
So why waste my time going out of state when I could just, get it from somewhere around here? I'm trying not
Exactly.
to dox myself. But now they know I go to school online.
Honestly, that's the way to do it.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if that's
The
the way to do it. I've never done it, but,
well,
if I had to, I would.
yeah, if you go through UNO to get your MFA, which is a lot of fun, the professors very knowledgeable, very helpful, no nonsense. They know what they're doing. It's fantastic and always ready to help. UNO, I'm giving you a boost. Give me money. Actually, I got an email from them today. The not admin, the alumni association was looking for shout outs for alumni. So I told them about this, the
Oh,
podcast, the
really?
literary mag. Yeah. So they're going to put us in the newsletter, hopefully.
Ah!
So I'm getting us free advertising. Yay.
Wait, we didn't even tell people about the literary magazine.
Oh, cut that. I can't cut it. I don't know how.
I don't know how either.
Call Patrick. We need some brains. This
I'll
is
call my little sister and say, "Tell me how to use CapCut." Is that what you use?
no, I use the free one that comes with Mac.
I
I
definitely
can cut
don't
it.
know how to use it then.
I can cut it. We're at the 9.5 minute mark. I'll just cut everything from 9 to now. Yeah, no, we don't have a literary magazine. It's fine. Shit, no, no. Where are you, Patrick? We desperately
Everything falls
need
apart when he's
you.
not here.
Oops, All Vaginas 2 Electric Boogaloo is a foxy shambles, and we're 10 minutes in.
Honestly, though, I would love to go back to school and get like a master's in creative writing.
Yeah,
If only to just like get back into the creative writing scene. Like I
yeah.
thoroughly enjoyed my creative writing classes at Nichols.
That's the whole reason I started the Turtle Club, which,
Yeah.
for anyone who doesn't know, is the precursor to this podcast. We
Yeah.
actually had a legitimate, like, workshopping
Workshopping club.
experience. Yeah. My friend Diamond. Do you remember Diamond?
I don't.
Uh, Not Wilson. The hell's her last name? Diamond. DD. Diamond, my wife. My wife, Diamond. Wait.
Like doxing people
Fields,
over here. Who?
right? DD Fields. She's DD Fields on Facebook, but her name is Diamond. And she she showed up to one. Hold on, let's see. I'll send you her page. She showed up to one thing, okay? And she was drunk eating fried chicken, and she said, "I'm just here for the LOLs."
The
And she's like,
LOLs.
"Yeah." And she's like, "My baby crying, bye y'all." And she left. I was like, "Okay, bye. We love you. Bye."
Wait, she
Last
went
thing,
to
Nichols.
she showed up where?
Like we did the very first Turtle Club reading that we had. She showed up to the
I don't
Zoom
remember that.
meeting. You don't remember her? I don't
Mm-mm.
think you had gotten there yet. That's back when Nikki and Kit did it with us too.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd
Maybe
love for her.
maybe I didn't. I don't know. I don't know
I
where I
don't
was.
think you were there yet, but she showed up, ate chicken, drank Hennessy, and then left.
Damn it, I wish I was
God,
there.
God, I love that woman. That's my baby mama. Diamond, if you hear this, I miss you. Please come back. I'll bring the
Join the
Hennessy. You bring the
pod.
chicken. Join the pod. I'll bring the Hennessy. You bring the chicken and the baby,
Yeah.
and we'll have a
Yeah.
family picnic. I keep
Oh,
using this stuff.
baby. He just learned how to do wheels on the bus. So the whole day he's walking
Oh.
around doing this.
You need to trip him up. Put on the hustle.
He probably starts screaming.
Ah, not the disco mom. No.
Before I logged in, he was doing the I'm sure you've never heard of it because you don't have a kid, but it's like open, shut them, like with your hands. And
Yeah.
he was looking at his hands, like doing this.
The
Like,
fuck is this sorcery?
I'm coming close.
I did teach first grade for a little while. So I don't know about the itty bitty things like open, shut them. But I
Uh-huh.
do know about pop Seco, pop Seco. That's coming for you.
I don't even know what that
It
is.
is. Oh, I will link you before the night is out.
Okay.
There's Popsicle. There's running the red carpet, which if my kids were being a little too wild, if they needed to burn some energy, I'd be like, all right, guys, who wants to run the red carpet? Me! And you put this video on, it's about 2 minutes long. And they literally run in place and it's going down a red carpet like it's a red carpet premiere. And like all of a sudden, a paparazzi guy pops in and they gotta dodge the paparazzi guy and they gotta keep running till they get to the stage. And then like all of a sudden the red velvet rope pops up and they gotta jump the red velvet rope and keep running and it wears them the fuck out.
That's what I need. I mean, my
Yeah.
kid's not even 2 yet, but that's what I need.
I'll send there's a whole playlist on YouTube run the red carpet. You can run through the jungle. You can run through this, run through that. I'll send it to you. We're gonna wear that little ass out. He gonna sleep good tonight. We're gonna get that baby a treadmill. So we have some readings.
Yeah.
Hold on. Um, I'm lost as a country goose in the big city. There we go. Okay. So we had a. Where is it?
Well, I can say our prompt while you're finding it.
Yes,
Um,
please do.
our writing prompt for last week was, what is the most rewarding experience in your life? What has made it so rewarding?
Awesome sauce. All
And I think
right.
we
So,
decided I'll go first since mine's a bit longer.
yes, you had it right there across the top of yours. I could just look at yours.
I
I want
did.
to go home.
I had it here only because I couldn't think of a title, so I was like, I'm gonna throw the prompt as the title.
It's like a
And
reward.
B, this is taken from a very long story that I'm working into a novel, hopefully.
Hmm.
So I took like an excerpt and kind of made it into a short story, and that's kind of why I couldn't think of a title, because the long novel already has a title. So that's why I
Ah,
struggled.
so this is an excerpt.
Yes, I made it into a short story because if I would have just plucked it,
Uh
it wouldn't have
oh.
made
Wait, wait, wait.
sense.
You're a robot. Uh,
Oh no.
oh no. Hold on, wait. Let me mark down this timestamp real quick so I can cut this.
Do I sound better now?
Yes, much better.
Okay.
So we'll go from 16 to 17. Okay. Oh
Okay.
no. It logged me out of my computer. Well, uno momento, por favor.
Okay. See, everything goes to shit without Patrick.
Right? It's his fault, damn it. Let's see. 25. Okay. Technical difficulty over.
Okay. Perfect. So, I don't know the last thing that I had said before I went all robotic, but this is an excerpt that I made into a short story because otherwise it wouldn't have made sense because I had already like developed the characters. So I kind of had to redevelop them a little bit to make it make sense in the short form, if that makes sense.
Yes.
Okay. So, no title. Mac and I officially met in his living room on a warm October evening, the Louisiana heat sticking to the marbled floors of his pretentious home. He sat slumped in the couch cushion with a Corona to his lips as the Lions fumbled their second ball. The girls sat on the back porch, their gossiping giggles drifting through the walls. Savannah had only been dating Mac for a few months, and as her only sibling, it was imperative I not only meet the guy, but approve of him the same day. She swore he was different from the other men she brought home. The same as me, she'd said. Smart, kind, geeky, a romantic at heart. She was earnest in her comparison, but surfaces are generous, and unfortunately for Mac, I knew more about him than neither he nor Savannah wanted me to. Malcolm Winslow was a child of nepotism, born into opportunity with a silver spoon between his lips. He was the kind of man who shook expensive hands in rooms his father funded, never learned to open a door himself. He was a mannequin for opportunity. He bought ambition from a store. Mac and I were similar in that money to our names was worth a damn, similar in that we prided ourselves on our reputation, similar in the way we spoiled our women. But Mac and I were not the same, and to think we were was insulting. So, he said, lolling his head back when halftime began, my buddy Tanner and I run a startup together. He cleared his throat. Sav said you're in tech too. I nodded, settling deeper into the couch. What the couple didn't know was that Ivy and I had spent the night before learning everything there was to know about his Silver Spoon trust funded venture. We stalked him with the enthusiasm of an irate ex on a revenge tour while having no business holding a laptop after that much red wine. Malcolm Mac Winslow, CEO of Streamline LLC and son of Dr. Richard Winslow, sports medicine darling and New York Times bestseller, held 43% stock in a company marketed as workforce scheduling for small local businesses. Nice tactic, appealing to the locals. But in practice, Streamline sold workforce reduction advice dressed up as self care while layoffs were hidden behind pretty infographics. He and Tanner had signed the founding documents the January following Dr. Winslow's six-figure monetary gift, and by the end of February, they had a handful of prepaid clients and a website polished enough to fool them. To his shareholder father and LinkedIn connections, Mac was a hard worker, impossibly busy. But to the local business owners and hidden Google reviews, his advice was naive and catastrophic. I flicked my eyes from Mac to the game, then back to him, offering a slight nod before I brought the bottle to my mouth. Yeah, I said. Merrick Technologies, Director of Ops for the Southeast. He snapped his wide eyes to me, looking me over before turning his attention back to the screen. Merrick, he mumbled. Heard people never get the chance to leave there. Get you locked in or some shit. They treat me well, I shrugged. Work solid and I've earned my keep. He didn't respond. I looked into Streamline though, I added, I added, casually, tipping the neck of the bottle to him. Nice concept. Cool website. Again, he snapped his eyes to me, giving me a once over, this time with a hint of pride in his eyes. He puffed out his chest and nodded slowly. Yeah, he said, then straightened his posture. Yeah, it's small right now, but we have a number of high paying clients. He gestured loosely to the back door. Sav must have told you about my work, huh? Just the name, rest is me. I took the last swig of beer, emptying the bottle before grabbing another to pop the top. So, CEO, yeah? What is it you have your hands on over there? Matt gave a low whistle and rolled his eyes to me, shaking his head. Everything, man. A lot of quality control and development, though. Gotta have my hands on it all. Another swig of his beer and another groan at the Lions' third fumble of the game. Don't got the privilege of just managing one section. I chuckled at the word just, brought the bottle to my lips to hide the petty smile threatening to break. I'd worked in the field long enough to recognize his angle and clock his type, the type of kid who wore hoodies to board meetings after rolling out of bed, and whose daddy cut six-figure startup checks. 6 years of waiting through rooms full of guys like Mac and another four answering to them until one day I wasn't. Now I was the one asking the questions and pointing fingers. I was the one they asked for money. I was the one calling the shots. But Mac wasn't wrong about the reputation Merrick had built. The place was a factory, a brutal graveyard for eager grads burnt out from their dream job and drowning in bad coffee and worse weed. What started as a family owned innovation company with a vision of enhancing lives through a revolving door of technological upgrades had calcified into something colder. The products got pricier, the executives got richer, and the employees at the heart of it all, tired, then replaced. At the center of it all was the youngest and final heir of the dynasty. Ben Merrick was a nepotistic nightmare as chief operations officer, volatile and caustic, erosive and sharp tongued. The operations department tanked in the 8 years he ran it, with retention, morale, and productivity at record lows. Then, in May 2021, Merrick's longtime CEO and Ben's older, kinder brother was found face down in his heated pool, bloated and still clutching his chest. Ben was shaking hands on his promotion before Thomas's death was even made public, and for the first time in history, Ben's position split into four regional positions, all open to candidates outside the Merrick bloodline. Give me 8 months, I told them in my interview. 8 months and autonomy, and I'll stable the department without adding staff. I'd been at Merrick for 6 years by then, 2 as an intern and 4 as an engineer under Ben's corroding rule. I'd seen firsthand the damage he'd done, the staff he chased away, the reputation he'd built. I'd walked into that interview with a PowerPoint presentation, a stack of handouts my father helped prepare, and the desperate, quiet hope that just one person would be willing to listen. It was a long shot. I hadn't been marinating in Merrick politics like the other candidates, but I did have 3 core principles the company valued: passion, innovation, and a work ethic that would outlive any other candidate that walked in the room. It took 26 and a half months, but now the name Theodore Whitaker bled far beyond the Southeast, with the West begging for training modules and the Midwest flying me out to gauge their mess. 26 and a half months as director over the Southeast, with 6 years at Merrick behind that, and I'd begun to rebuild Merrick operations to make it something replicable and proud. So when Matt groaned about his workload and made a jab at me about running just one section of a multi-billion-dollar corporation, that petty monster inside me tilted its head. Because I didn't walk into an office paid for by daddy, complete with a gold-plated nameplate and mahogany desk. I clawed my way to the top by grit alone and earned everything I had. Mac drained his fourth bottle of beer and cracked open his fifth as he looked at me with that cool, relaxed smile. Don't worry, he said, motioning to the back door. It's all remote, plenty of time to spend with your little sister. Another sip of my beer, another stretch of silence that said more than I ever could. Time, money, opportunity, hell, even love. It all meant the same thing to the man beside me. To Mac, they were all just things to have. To me, they were things to earn. And somehow, we were still ranked the goddamn same.
Hmm, that was really good. I like
Thanks.
that. I like the so wait, help me understand. And I like the premise. It's really good. Help me understand. Does he work for
Does who work?
does
For
okay. So does he work for Merrick? Does Mac work for Merrick?
No, no, no. He has his own startup company called
Okay.
Streamline.
Okay, okay. So he owns
Yeah.
the company and this guy's treating him like he's just a dickhead who works in the mailroom. Okay, yeah. I've
Yeah.
seen that before. I've seen that a lot. And this is engineering. I've seen this in oil field. I've seen this in carpentry.
Yeah.
Some idiot just because they've nailed two boards together. I can build a house. And somebody who's quietly been building houses for years is just like, that's real nice, son.
Yeah.
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 Pretty much.
No.
The novel that this is from is like it already built up like Theo and Ivy's relationship and
Mhm.
Savannah and Mac's relationship and then like how they met and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And it was just obviously way too long, but like the prompt made me think about how I recently just had to fix the major plot hole that I found in Theodore's job, and how I had to like um I don't know, build it up so that way I could explain better why he doesn't like Mac and why Mac's job is like he just kind of looks down on him for opening a startup a year ago while he's been grinding for the past, 8, 9 years.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Cool. I'd like to read the whole thing. That was very interesting.
Thanks.
I like that. I like the little glimpse into their lives and the description of uh Merrick as like the nepo baby. I loved it. It was very it's very realistic. It's giving realness. Asshole realness. I dig it. I love it. I love it. Very good. Very good. Very
Thanks.
good. All right. Mine is called World Domination. Oh, you're a moose now.
Oh,
It ch-
great.
it changed your animal. You're a moose now. I do like
Nice.
that we both started talking about the Louisiana weather because my very first line is December in Louisiana is hot.
Mine's October, so it's a
Hey,
little bit more hot.
that's called Louisiana summer. It goes
Yes.
from January 31st to December 31st.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, so this is world domination. December in Louisiana is hot. The rest of the world seems to be skiing and building snowmen. Meanwhile, everyone is sweating in the boot. This fact was not lost on the fall graduates of 2025. We sat in folding chairs on the football field, black gowns and square hats. Sweat dribbled down our backs and pulled in our underwear as an old man none of us had heard of drolled on and on about life and death and taxes. Finally, a kid I had never met leaned forward and whispered in my ear, "Is this going to be a scary story?" I whispered back, "This could have been an email," and we giggled. It felt like it took longer for his speech to end than it took to get through undergrad, but he finally wrapped it up and toddled off the stage. We clapped politely, but there was a shift in the air. We were one step closer to our diplomas. Dr. Baker, the man I took for my mandatory psychology class, took the podium and smiled. "And now we will start the processional." We stood and made our way to a single file line as he called the names one at a time. Then he finally said it: "Jennifer Marie Franklin." I smiled, shook the dean's hand, shook a professor I never took's hand, shook his hand, took a It's not. Took a picture, then walked off the stage and back to my seat. I beamed down at the red folder in my hand. I knew it was empty. That's how they get you. You can't get your diploma and dip. You got to stick around. But I had it. I made it. I looked out into the crowd and saw my mama smiling. The gaggle of people outside the gym was loud and happy. People took pictures or cried tears of joy or just hugged. I dipped in, got my diploma envelope, and dipped out again. Mama took my picture. I hugged my roommate one final time before she returned to her family, then left. "So, how does it feel to be finished?" Mama tapped her fingers on the steering wheel along to the music. I looked at the diploma, then at the trees. "I'm not." "What?" She stopped drumming. "What the hell is that for then?" She pointed at the diploma. "This is step one. On to step two." "Step two? And what is that?" "Masters." I smiled and set the diploma on the dash. "And then I take over the world." She nodded and laughed. "Okay, world domination it is."
I
Huzzah.
like it. Is this
Short
how
and
you
sweet this
felt?
week.
Is this how you felt whenever you got your fake diploma at Nichols?
Yes, that's literally the little. Mine was back in 2017, but the little guy behind us leaned forward and was like, "Is this gonna be a scary story?" Meanwhile, the guy on the podium was like, "Katrina wiped out the Ninth Ward," and he's like, "But we persevered, and Hurricane Andrew destroyed most of the South, but we persevered." On his 50th hurricane, we was like, there wasn't that much fucking devastation, honestly. Like we can go home, bruh. But midway through his speech, a rabbit popped up out of a bush, and the entirety of the graduating class of 2017 went, "Bunny!" And he's still up there. "And then the floods came, and we're like, "It's a fucking rabbit, man! Shut up!"
That's funny.
Oh,
That's
it was a
funny.
and then the rabbit disappeared. We turned around and he's still like, "And then my second wife died." And we're like, "Fuck, kill us, send us with her." Oh God, it was an experience. And then I got up there, and I don't know if you ever took him. I cannot remember his name. He was a professor. He taught psych. He taught me philosophy. I had him one class, but it was a great class. He was a great professor, and he was doing the names, and he was supposed to let the other side go first. And I don't know how, but I went up first in my row, and my name got called first in the whole graduation, and I was like, "Oops, all Frankie's." He was like, "Frankie Valentine." I'm like, "Yep, that's me. Give me the book. Give me the book. Give me the book."
I don't remember. I remember taking um philosophy with, he was like a tall, skinny man,
Uh
gray
huh.
hair. I do not
Yep.
remember his name.
Did
But
he start the class by showing you a Monty Python skit?
oh, I don't remember. Let's see.
We talked about philosophers, and there's I think it's a Monty Python skit. I'm not entirely sure, where they play soccer, and it's like Greek philosophers versus uh modern philosophers.
I don't remember.
Alexander, Dr.
Robert
Alexander.
Alexander?
Yes,
Is that the guy?
it might be. It might also not be.
I don't know. It's been so long.
Yeah, he was great though. I miss that class. I miss college. I think that's why I'm going back. It's not to get the degree. I don't want to be the principal. I want to be at school.
I mean, honestly, I also miss just like specifically the English classes, which makes me sound like
Yeah,
such a nerd, but like
but we were English majors. Is what we
I
went
know.
for.
I
It's
know.
fine. I actually started as an education major, and I changed my
Really?
I changed my shit 3 weeks in. I was like, nope, 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 no psychology for me.
I
I
used
blame
to want to be
Frank.
a teacher. Um, see, is this guy David Whitney? No, that's not him.
Am I Whitney? Whitney sounds familiar. I don't think it
Um,
was Whitney.
he's the department head of political science.
No, Whitney is a different one, but he's nice too. He's good.
Anyway, I forgot what I was
We have to
saying.
stop before we find Phipps. Who was on the weekly checkup, by the way? We don't talk about Phipps.
I
He's a
remember
weird
what I was
character.
saying. I used to want to be a teacher, like all the way up until probably, I don't know, my freshman or sophomore year of high school. And then I had a GT teacher tell me that I would be doing myself a disservice if I went into the education field because the education field doesn't appreciate hard workers. And I was like, tell me you hate your job without telling me you
Yeah,
hate your
I don't think that's true. I've gotten a lot of free blue jean days.
job.
I get
Yeah.
appreciated. I get appreciated for a whole week in May. The kids behave a little better.
Yeah,
Admin are a little nicer.
I feel like
Donuts aren't stale.
I I understood where he was coming from in the sense that like teachers are grossly underpaid, but it's
Yeah,
also like uh, you go into that field knowing
yeah.
what to expect, you know? I mean, I'm glad
Well,
I
I
didn't go into education because I wouldn't be where I am today, but
yeah.
you
Well, to quote Mitch Hedberg, becoming a teacher, it's all just part of my get rich slow scheme.
know.
And let me tell you, it's pretty slow. But honestly, I can't stand it when people say, "Oh, we all get summers off, and you get paid over the summer." Yeah, I have a salary. They just stretch it out.
hmm
I don't get paid a lot during the school year because I need to eat in June and July. I
Yeah.
need gas for the car and money for the light bill. And like, if you
Yeah.
go into education for summers off and money, you've gone into the wrong profession.
Absolutely.
Because there ain't no such thing as money and time off when you're a teacher. Do we
No,
get to
no.
sleep a little later in the summer? Yeah, but guess what else we got to do? Every single fucking thing we couldn't do for the last 9 months.
hmm
Got
So it's
any
kind of
house
like you're
repairs?
pregnant every year.
Yeah. And then I get 8 weeks off postpartum, and then I
Yeah.
get knocked up in August all over again. That's
With
what I'm really
30
sad
kids.
with 30 kids. And when I tell you they leave for that last time, it's a relief. Go home and nurse my little baby Guinness. Well, I don't have to teach kids. I had a student one time ask me if I smoked weed, and I said, no, I do not smoke weed. He's like, why not? I said, because I'm a teacher, and that's bad. It's bad for you. You should do it. And he goes, Miss Franks, when you retire, I'm going to bring a brick to your retirement party, and you going to get fucked up. I said, you know what? When I'm an old, decrepit woman, I'm going to take you up on that. But right now, we got to read the lottery. And he's like, all right, all right. Palmland, no. Um, yeah, but I just, I don't know. That was one of the proudest things I ever did
I
was
like it.
graduating.
I feel like whenever I was reading mine to my husband, he was like, "Why didn't you go something more personal?" Which I could
Yeah,
have, and like
yeah.
you totally did, and
Mhm.
like it was perfect because not only did you get your master's and you're so proud of that, but like now you're doing even more. Like you are going to go for
Yeah.
world domination. So it's like
And if I do this, it actually opens me up with the ability to get my doctorate. Which could you
nice.
imagine, Doctor Valentine?
Dr. Valentine.
Right. I got something to cure you, baby.
You're gonna be you're gonna be as annoying as Kathy Connor is. Dr.
I,
Connor.
I have a PhD, you little shits. Get in my office. I don't like heels, but I will give me some tap shoes and just clack, 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 clack down the hall.
I don't think you're annoying, Dr. Connor. I think you're
No,
funny.
we love you. Please write our letters of recommendation. She wrote one of my letters of recommendation to get into UNO, which is really
Nice.
cool. She started with, "Hello, you little shit. I have a PhD, and I think you should take this little shit into your program." And they're like, "All right, sold."
Because of the PhD.
Yeah. Like, please do not refer to me as a tiny turd anymore. Mm.
Well, I think we wanted to talk about women in literature today.
Yeah, specifically the descriptions of women. Have you seen the girl on TikTok who reads the parts of the book where
Yes.
it's meant to be sexy?
Yes. And I love it. And she has her spray bottle.
Here's Grandma, yes. The other day she had a fly swatter. She's like swatting at a guy. Yes, get him, devour him. But the reason I wanted to bring it up is just because I have something to talk about. I have one specific anecdote, and I have no other way to share it.
Okay.
I I was a Russell Brand fan, still kind of am. Don't know if he did it or not, but I appreciate his body of work. Again, we're
Sure.
separating the actor from
Exactly.
the art. Um, I mean, right now he's pretty fucking red pilled, so we're gonna put that over there and leave it. But um, he in his book, My Bookie Book, he talks a lot about his sexcapades, and I heard him say on a talk show one time he liked big women. He had a crush on a girl he did a movie with, and his therapist was like, "Well, why don't you just imagine her face on a fat girl?" And Russell's like, "Well, that didn't help. I like fat girls too. I like big women." I was like, "My man." For those of you unaware, I'm a 300-pounder and single, ready to mingle. Hey. Anyway, Russell, if you're listening,
I wish
don't.
I wish we were posting the video. Continue.
But I read his first memoir, My Bookie Book. I have the second one, but I haven't read it. I think it was one of the ones that got destroyed in that big black box.
Hmm.
We moved. Me and my mom were refugees from a divorce. I mean, I was 21, but still, we had a specific way of life we were living. And all of my shit went into storage, and all of my books were in waterproof, air quote, waterproof totes. And we opened one up, and it was full of rainwater and dead roaches, and like books were floating. And I started to cry, and Tammy goes, "Look away. I'll throw it away so you don't have to watch." I'm like, Okay. Like, fucking 32-year-old woman standing on the porch crying because my bookie book too, now it's personal, is ruined. I did lose a couple of my Norton anthologies too, which
Ugh,
those are $50 fucking.
yeah, that's upsetting.
Yeah. I do have A through F for I think European literature, so that makes me happy. But I think I lost most of the American literature one. I lost a couple of the short story anthologies. It's a shit show, but we persevere. Excuse me. Um, no, I was reading my bookie book, and he actually describes being with a bigger woman, and he describes her breasts as two black bin bags full of water. Pair that with the haircut he had. Pair that with the haircut he had in 2006. And the man's a fucking comedic genius. 2006 Russell Brand is fucking wild. It was like two black bin bags full of water. And I was like, bruh, get it.
Bean bags.
No, bin bags. Like garbage bags, like hefty
Oh,
bags.
bin bags.
Bin bags, yeah.
That's worse.
I can only imagine what her nipples look like. You know how the bottom of a bin bag's all like crimped? Like, oh no.
Bin
Like,
bags.
bin bags,
Okay.
yeah. But I am currently reading a book, not by him, by Marion Keyes, called Grown Ups. And I like her descriptions. She doesn't do like sexy descriptions. It's not a smutty book. It's not a sexy book. It's not really a coming of age story because all the brothers are in their 40s. But like I guess it kind of is maybe for the youngest brother who is in his 40s, but he's on his second wife who's in her 20s. And but she has these descriptions. She kind of does what I do, which I love. I don't write sex scenes. I skip it.
Right.
Because
Me too.
anything in your brain, so much dirtier than what's going to be on that page, right? But
Right.
like, she has the moment between Ed and his wife. I think Kara is his wife. Yeah, where they're drunk after the like. She took him to a concert for his birthday. They're drunk. They go home. You know what happened. You have a really great idea what happened. Her descriptions are spot fucking on. But she doesn't come out and say, and then he took out his pee pee. So I don't like I get that smutty books are supposed to be like, here's a sexual fantasy. But mine are so much better. You know?
Yeah, no, I agree. I feel like there's a lot of I think that some authors can do it well and
Yeah.
classy.
Mm.
But smut is just it's its own genre now, and smut is raunchy, and that's what's popular. So
yeah, but raunchy and goofy are holding hands in these things. Because
yeah.
I've heard some descriptions like they called it a bajingo. Like, be a man, call it a pussy. I don't like God.
Yeah.
Scrubs be damned.
Yeah, it's becoming a little ridiculous, and I feel like especially men who try to write sex scenes, not even sex scenes, but just sexy scenes or like romance scenes. They don't know what to call women or women's body parts, and so they end up with things like bin bags.
I want to read a Cajun smut book. Then she took off her shirt and I saw her titons. Man, you look good in them croissants. Yeah, take them off.
Stop it! Someone's gonna write it.
let Let me put my boudin.
Boudin and your po' boy.
Come here, baby, get you some of this etouffee. Like, couldn't be me though. Like, what are you reading? The weirdest fucking cookbook. like, hold on, he's about to do something to her salad. I don't.
Don't let the Cajun Ninja get a hold of this, because he's gonna... Or DJ Rhett.
Yeah. Oh my god! And then I removed the wrapper from her king cake, and I went in looking for the baby. Oh my god! Where are you, Patrick?
I'm so sorry, Patrick. I don't know what's happened.
A moment of silence for what this used to be. For our audio listeners, we're being quiet for a minute.
Are we? Can we?
I'm still trying to think of a way to get beignets in there. Oh, when you fool it with the boudin, don't neglect the beignets. I'm so fucking hungry now.
Okay.
Call that one Bayou Country too. The Flab and the Furious.
We could honestly probably get Lana Del Rey to like read it. Our Cajun queen.
You shot that pussy tastes like Pepsi Cola. No, she changed it to RC Cola. This is Louisiana. I'm doxing myself. Oh no. I think the moment I said boudin and I didn't say boudin, they knew where I was from.
I think the moment we started talking about LSU and Nichols on the first episode.
Yeah. Only thing keeping us safe was Patrick. He's not from around here.
Yeah, no one knows who Patrick is or where he's from.
The elusive Patrick. We gotta go back and delete all the other episodes and just upload this one and be like, who the fuck is a Patrick? Where's Patrick come from? What's the lore? And then when he comes back, like, the elusive Patrick has returned.
And then we'll just upload all the other episodes again.
Put
just
them back
gaslight everyone.
Yeah. We'll leave them up on Spotify because we have no listens on Spotify. None. We have 3 followers and no listens. Fuck are y'all doing, man? Get with it. We trying to monetize this shit and you ain't even tried. You ain't tried at all. Even the entirety of the Halloween episode is on Spotify. But y'all steady looking at that little broken 30-minute one on YouTube. It's got like 12 whole likes. Like one day, mama, that fat bitch gonna fix it. I know, honey. Go back to bed. Go back to bed. Mama gotta talk to daddy about some boudin.
Someone's gonna actually write this and it's gonna be our fault.
It's gonna be me.
Hey, it's actually sex scenes if it's just slabs of meat and beignets.
Potato. What you doing with that gumbo? You'll see. Later.
All right.
Now that we've broken both the internet and ourselves, that was a 10-minute rant. And then she put the beignets in her bin bags and went home.
Oh man.
She's doing the Opelousas 2-step of shame. The sauce stand. The Opelousas sauce stand. Shame.
What we need to do, I need to get smart and figure out how to take that 10-minute rant and then just put a bunch of like
Clip it.
Mardi Gras shit and Cajun shit on TikTok. And then every so often you'll have Frankie's voice in the background.
No, in the background of that one, get on and Mardi Gras. The one that's going around. To the video, some guy dressed as a pointy-headed idiot chasing a chicken. What are those things called? I keep seeing them. They're dressed up, and it's like they got on this hood, and they look like a piñata that's escaping. I don't know what they're called. Let's see. Cajun Mardi Gras piñata. Cajun man dressed as deranged piñata. Cajun man dressed as deranged pinata. What is that called? All that came up was Bethany Frankel. Old Town Crab mukbang in Atlanta from 2 years ago. Isn't that woman that just got arrested for abusing like 8 of her kids?
Who? Bethany? Franklin? I don't think her name was. Yeah, Frankel sounds. I think.
American entrepreneur and TV personality. Who the fuck is this? Pardon me, ma'am.
Ruby Frankie.
Oh, that's who I was thinking of.
Yeah. Yeah. That's her.
Oh, Bethany Frankel suffers from POTS.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why that was important. Yeah. Okay. She's a supermodel and she has POTS.
Oh, good for her. For being a supermodel, not for POTS.
Yeah.
Sure, that sucks.
I think she's like an advocate for POTS awareness. And she was on Real Housewives of New York. Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's neat. I don't know why. How did we get from give me some boudin to she has POTS?
Because you gotta cook the boudin in the pot.
I thought it. You said it. We have to cut that out. If not for our sake, for Jesus's. I got to do some real Catholic shit real quick because that was bad. You said the quiet part out loud. Didn't we? Wait, I can make it all better. Okay. I did the thing. It's better now.
Yeah, that makes it all better. I need to bring that to work.
Hey, sucking Nick.
Gonna be playing it all day.
If anything, just to drown certain people out. Bloomps, 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 bloomps. Fuck 2 drums of the cymbal. You gonna need a drum line.
Oh my god.
Nick Cannon and his 12 kids are gonna come up. Who's that on rhythm? That's one he didn't know about. So that's it. That's all we really wanted to talk about today. We're getting on the 1 hour mark. Without Patrick, we don't go over.
We don't. It's Patrick's fault.
It is. I blame Patrick. Patrick, you guys should give Patrick love. He's the reason you get the extra 20 to 30 minutes every week.
That's true.
Which I feel really bad because he's in a different time zone. So he's like way later than us.
He is, yeah.
So we're like,
I guess it worked out today since we started late because it would have been 8:30 for him, and then it would be almost 10 o'clock.
Oh, poor thing. We I forgot all about the game and the podcast happening at the same time. And I was getting dressed this morning and I was like, oh look, my microphone. I can't wait to do a podcast. Today is the podcast. I should text them at some point today.
You know what? It would have been fine if we had to. Actually, no, it wouldn't have been fine because then we wouldn't have talked about all of these lovely things today.
Patrick's gonna listen to this and be like, the fuck did I do?
He's gonna say, I'm glad I had to work late today.
God. I wish they'd give me more copies for next week. Shit.
Wait, what we
So
didn't do was say what the writing prompt for next week is.
okay, so because we missed a couple weeks, we didn't get to do the one for New Year's.
Okay.
So I moved that one to today, and I kind of
Okay.
edited it a little bit. And to our new prompt is Happy New Year! What is your New Year's resolution, and how have you done so far? What do you think is going to happen? What is challenging about it? All right, so I will put that in the Discord.
I'm about to say, yeah, can you copy and paste that?
Oh, yeah, yeah. I'll put that in the Discord. It's also going to be in the Hoobapalubu Lot Bamboo. What's that thing called? This
No
week's
clue.
writing prompt. Oh, the description.
Oh, okay.
Like my brain is fractured, man.
I feel that, honestly. Now I kind of want to go watch that girl on TikTok
Just
with the
going to
spray
deep
bottle.
dive of.
I don't even know how she finds these. I'm sure people send them to her, but
Probably, but she also that shelf behind her. She's probably an avid reader. She probably zooms through them. I've always admired people that could read quickly. I cannot. Like
I
if I'm
can't
gonna read
either.
something, it's gonna take me a while.
Yeah.
That's why I like audiobooks because I can listen pretty fucking fast. My grandma was a coon ass. I can listen with the best of them, whether I
Yes.
want to or not. So,
Yes. Speaking of audiobooks, really quick.
mhm.
I started listening to this audiobook called The Black Farm. So far it's a good book, but it is so morbid that I'm probably not going to finish it. But it's about like where people go who commit suicide. And
Oh,
it's a play on like people say that if you commit suicide, you don't go to heaven, which
yeah.
whatever. But this is like you don't go to hell either. You go to the Black Farm. And it's just this whole
Ah,
morbid thing and it like tortures you for wanting to end your life basically.
mm,
And I don't know how often you listen to audiobooks, but
yeah.
there's like this whole genre of audiobook that is meant for audio. Like they don't have the written version. It's just for
Oh,
audio and it has background noise and a full cast and all that stuff.
oh wow.
Yeah. And some of them are really great. Some of them are like just kind of funny and, you know, easy
Kitschy.
reads.
Yeah.
This one, I was not expecting an audiobook like that because of the content, but it has all these background noises. And at one point, at the very beginning of the book in chapter 2, there's a slug that's like crawling over the man trying to suffocate him. And
Oh.
the narrator is talking over the sounds of a slug, like slurping noises and stuff. It is
Oh. This
disgusting.
looks. This looks. I want some boudin.
It's so gross. But I'm like,
Yeah.
what's gonna happen? Like, what the fuck? And then he ends up saying, okay, well, I need to get through this. So he eats the slug, and
Oh
you can hear like chomping down on the slug and like the organs
no.
of the slug like moving around in his throat. It's
Oh.
so gross, but it's also so good that I couldn't stop listening.
That's like one of those train wreck books. You don't want to. You kind of don't want to look, but you also just got to count the bodies one more time. Like
Yeah.
it sounds like it's both trying to keep and get rid of your attention at the same time. I like that.
Yeah.
That's a delicate act. I know you like audiobooks,
Mhm.
and I am very pleased to say that a book I started reading on Kindle, but did never got the chance to go back to, is now available on Audible. And not only do you get that book, you also get some short stories that go with it. The book is called "Man, Fuck This House," and it's
Oh,
a
wait,
modern
I've
haunted.
heard of that.
Yeah, I told you about the Kindle book, but now it's on
Oh,
Audible.
okay.
Yeah, it's called "Man, Fuck This House" or "Man, Fuck That House." No, this house. It's really
Ooh,
good.
okay.
Yeah,
by Brian Asman.
that's
Asman.
the one. Yes. It's really good and fun to crochet with, and I am on chapter 2. It
Is
is
it horror?
fucking kind of, yes.
Okay.
It's good though. It's really good.
Ooh,
It's like
okay.
funny horror. Yeah. I like it. But it
Okay.
comes with short stories and stuff too, so give that a
Nice.
listen.
Yeah, I will do that.
All
That'll be
right.
my next listen.
Well, guys, that's pretty much it for us. I'm gonna take my my bin bags, and head off to bed. Maybe eat some chicharrones before I do. Uh,
I was gonna say something about boudin, but I don't.
can't you can't say that you married.
I mean, I can because we're married. Victor's not gonna listen to this. It's okay.
Okay, good. You doxed him. Now everybody knows he's got a Buddha.
Okay, we need to end this. I'm gonna spit all over the
Yeah.
computer.
Just don't neglect the beignets.
All right, I've been Sarah Billia. I don't know what the hell's going on.
I've been a fucking mess.
We miss you,
Mommy and
Patrick.
Daddy. Warning, this is 18 and over. Mommy and Daddy, if the children are still listening, this is your fault, not ours. You put the Buddha in the king cake, and now you got the baby. So don't blame us. Oh, Jesus, take the wheel and hit something hard. All
All right,
right.
everybody. See you next week.
See you next week. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend. If you want something read on air, let us know. Send it to us in the Discord, or you can send it in the email, which is also linked in the downstairs. Uh, we are on Discord, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, and Instagram. Uh,
Yes.
we're also on Facebook. I don't have Facebook listed there, but I'll list the Facebook as well, so you
Okay.
can keep up with us. All right,
Yeah.
y'all
Use
go.
this episode as, share it with your friends and say, listen to this.
Yeah.
Listen to this
Say
podcast.
hey, hey. Do you like Cajun food? I'm about to ruin your fucking day.
You gotta listen to the whole thing though.
Oh,
You can't just give them the
yeah,
timestamp. That's not fair.
yeah. No snippets, no chapters. Go be good. All right, guys. Y'all have a good one. Happy New Year.
Bye.
Bye.